Hello, my luminous ones. It's Kay. I'm so glad to see you today. I am here actually to talk about what happens when we're not feeling so luminous. If you're anything like me, there have been many times in your life, and maybe you're in one now, where you just don't feel very bright and shiny. You feel maybe dark and heavy and maybe betrayed and left behind or just plain tired. These are really, really normal experiences for us. And sometimes the temptation is to just try to ignore them or to push through them and to try to make them go away. I can tell you from personal experience that's usually not a terribly helpful way to handle it. One thing that I have found that is helpful is to try to understand what it is that's making me feel so dark, and just to spend a little time in self-reflection. So I'm going to share an activity that my therapist had me do a while back, and I'm hoping that maybe it'll resonate with some of you. So the first step is to think about yourself and think about the different parts of you, because we're not just one being inside of us. We have lots of different aspects of ourselves. So, for example, I have the grown-up side of me that wants to be very responsible, wants to make sure I pay my bills on time, wants to make sure that I'm doing all the things I should be doing at the right times. Then I have the little girl side of me that just really wants to be taken care of. She doesn't want to be in charge of anything. She wants somebody else to make sure that her needs are met and she can just be. Then I have the mom side of me. The mom side of me is busy trying to figure out how to raise my children in a way that is going to make them as successful as they can be, that's going to build on all of their strengths, and at the very least is going to make them kind and loving individuals as they grow up. There are lots of different parts of us, and you've got lots of different parts of you. So the first thing I'd like you to do is take a few minutes with your journal and just write down the different parts of you. If you want, you can give them nicknames. I have nicknames for mine. I am going to expose myself badly here. But I have the Kitty side of me. When I was a little girl, I always wanted somebody to give me a nickname, and Kitty was the one that I wanted the most. I never got that. But that's my little girl side. And then I have, my grown-up side, which is actually my full name, Kristen Marion. And then I have my, artistic side and my social side, and that's my K side. So my personality can come out in different names. You can just put whatever helps you to distinguish these people in you. After you've done that, ask yourself, is there one of these parts of me who is feeling a little neglected? And just take a moment and have that part of you write you a letter and say, so for example, I have a journal entry sitting over there where I was actually talking to Kitty and apologizing to her for not letting her just be a little girl. But Kitty could also be writing to me and saying, Kristen, I'm feeling really sad that I have to be grown up all the time, and I'm just a kid. I just want to play. I don't want to have to worry about things. Can you please spend some time with me? And I realized through doing that I really needed to spend more time just relaxing. Take a little time, read a book. Take a time, sit and do nothing. Take a nap. All of these things that can make that part of me feel validated and cherished. So this might feel a little strange, but I think if you try it, you might enjoy it. So take about 5 minutes, like I said, identify your different parts, and then spend another 5 minutes and either write a letter to that part saying, hey, I'm really sorry I missed out on your needs. I'll try to do better. Or just let that part tell you what they need. And don't judge it. Don't feel guilty. Don't do any of those things. Just hear it. Just hear that part of yourself and realize that that's a legitimate need that you're expressing to yourself. Let me know if you have some brilliant, profound things that come from that. If you decide that there are some parts of you that need a little bit more nourishment, Maybe you can look back at the nurse and see how to nurse that part of yourself. Thanks so much for joining me, and I hope that this is something that helps you to get a little bit more understanding about who you are and some of what you might need from yourself. Have a great day. Bye now.